Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to SBPL Storytime. My name is Mr. Matt. I will be your storyteller this morning. Before we start, just a reminder, our story times are back here at the library, which is where I am right now. We have our story times live in person in library with all of your smiling faces again. We are very excited to have you back. Registration is required for our story times, our crafts, or activities. If you go to sbpl.info, you can find our event calendar and sign up really easily there. All of our events are currently open for registration. There are some spots left for most of them. And if you check that out, you can register and come right to our events, and we'll see you in person. We'll still continue to do these story times, these remote story times, these virtual story times for the time being, just for those of you who would like a little extra something at home or are not quite ready to come back to the library, which is fine too. But we do hope to see you very soon. And in the meantime, you can see me and you can continue to get all these stories on Facebook, on YouTube. Also, starting in April, we are going to have our story time in the park coming back. We will be traveling to Woodlot Park. We'll be traveling to Beechwoods and right down the street at Reichler. So we'll be at those three parks. Keep an eye on our event calendar with regards to when that will start. It'll be sometime in mid to late April as the weather gets nicer. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. And I can't wait to see you there also. So we're going to have a lot of stuff going on. We're very excited to have you guys back here. Very excited to see you again. But let's get to our story. Today's story is a really fun one. And it's about bats who come to the library. And perfectly enough, it's called Bats at the Library. And it's about all the fun things that these adorable bunch of bats do when they come to the library once a year for one special night. Do they do that here? I'm not sure. I'll have to check the videotape. But I like to think so. That would be pretty cool. Maybe not bats. Maybe, I don't know, what would be a fun animal to come to the library once a year after hours? I'm thinking frogs. Can you picture frogs at the library? Reading all the books? Or monkeys. Monkeys I could do. I like monkeys. That's my favorite animal. That's my spirit animal. But let's read Bats at the Library. Another inky evening's here. The air is cool and calm and clear. We've feasted, fluttered, swooped, and soared, and yet we're still a little bored. All this sameness leaves us blue and makes us ache for something new. Then word spreads quickly from afar. A window has been left ajar. Can it be true? Oh, can it be? Yes! Bat night at the library. Bat night at the library. The sky is lively as we race together toward our favorite place. Eager wings beat autumn air. Look, that's it. We're almost there. They squeeze together wing to wing. We rocket through the opening. We've waited for this night all year, but this is it. At last, we're here. For most old bats, this isn't new. They've got lots of things to do. They'll flutter off and lose themselves among the books lined up on shelves. Other bats, in munchy moods, will study guides to fancy foods, or hang out by a lamp instead to talk about the books they've read. But little bats will have to learn the reason that we must return. The ones who haven't come before have no idea what's in store. My little guy hangs off the ceiling like that when he reads. That's not true, to be weird. Some of them will drift away and figure out a game to play, like shaping shadows on the wall or wingtip tag around the hall. Do you like making shadow puppets? That's a pretty good one. I don't think we can do that because, we're not a lot of bats. The big box is loads of fun, blasting brighter than the sun. Instead of copying books from shelves, we can duplicate ourselves. Doesn't matter where you look, there's nothing like a pop-up book. The fountain water's nice and cool and makes a splendid swimming pool. Please keep it down, you must behave. This library is not your cave. It's hard to settle down and read when life flits by at a dizzy speed. But story time is just the thing to rest a play-exhausted wing. And if we listen, we will hear some distant voices drawing near. Louder, louder, louder still, they coax and pull us in until everyone, old bat or pup, has been completely swallowed up and lives inside a book instead of simply hearing something read. Are they imagining? What are they imagining right now? Bats riding on horses? That's crazy. Ooh, let's look at all the other stuff they're imagining. Wow. Do you guys imagine things like this sometimes? Fun stories. You ever read a story and think about yourself in that story? Like Little Red Riding Hood or the Sword and Stone over here? Looks like Alice in Wonderland. Breathless, lost within the tale, no one sees the sky grow pale. What is that light? A lamp? The moon? Our bookish feast can't end so soon. It feels as though we've just begun, but now we leave our books half done. Through the window, into sky, it's much too late. We've got to fly. But maybe a librarian will give us bats this chance again and leave a window open wide to let us share the world inside. For now, we'll dream of things we've read, a universe inside each head. Every evening, one and all, we'll listen for that late night call. Can it be true? Oh, can it be? Yes! Bat night at the library. And that is the end of our story today. What do you think? Should I leave the window open for bats at the library? I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but maybe it'll happen by accident. Just saying. But that's all the time we have for story time today, boys and girls. I hope I see you soon here for our in-person story times, our in-person events, our crafts, all the fun stuff that we're doing here at the library. Again, I'm just brimming with joy and happiness to see you guys here again. It's been wonderful, and hopefully it's only going to get better. In the meantime, boys and girls, have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay wonderful, stay happy, and I'll see you next time on SBPL Storytime. Bye, guys.